warrior 2, warrior 3. So, and we're going to use the bands. If the bands aggravate the move, if you find that you haven't got enough strength, do one arm instead of both arms. If you feel that you don't want to do the bands tonight, then just put the bands down and do the arms. And the ball, we're going to use the ball a little bit between the legs to get you to think about connecting your pelvic floor and getting these muscles in the inside of the thigh working. I'm going to do a little bit of squat work I'm going to see what I can fit in tonight, but over the weeks we'll put more in. We're going to use it mainly on the floor, and it's where we challenge our balance. But again, if it makes you feel a bit dizzy or you just feel very uncomfortable and nervy because you are going to be balancing, then just pop the ball away. Okay, so let's get going. So find a space on your mat, just make sure you can see me. Place the ball between the thighs, and you just have a little gentle grip. Again, if it falls, then just pop it down. Once the shoulders back and down, and I'd still want you to thinking about your posture all the time. So stand up nice and tall, shoulders are back. Think about those hips; they can't move, but if you think about them drawing closer together. And I'm going to use a Pilates mix, and it's a Pilates mix, but jazz fusion. So I hope you like it. See how we get on. So it's a new one. So it'd be a nice new one to go with our new move. So stand up tall. You want to start, don't you? Are you all right? Can you see there, Sarah? All right. Okay. Place your hands across your shoulders. Think about breathing in through the nose, and then breathe out through the mouth if you can. I'm going to circle the right shoulder, and then I'm going to circle it back, and I'm going to circle the left, and then take it back. Again, so I'm going to circle round, and then back. And have a little think about what you can feel there in the shoulders. Let's just do one more on our hands on the shoulders. Good. And again, last one. So I'm going to let the arms go. We're going to do it with the arms. So I'm going to get you to circle backwards and circle forwards. Again, circle and back. How's that feel? So you're going to do a back stroke and then a front crawl. And again, so you went the wrong way there. And again, so big circle. So we're just warming up our upper body. You should have a little grip of that ball. I'm just going to get you to do that one more time. So up and back down, and again. Okay, take your arms. You're going to go up, out, up and down. Up, a little bit of like bar rest here. And again, so ballerinas. And out, up and down. Lift and out. Circle your arms again, so big circle and back. Other way, circle, and then take your arms up and out, up and down. One more. Good, I'm going to get you to do a little monkey squat. So you're going to give me a little monkey squat. Now, the ball should be somewhere just above the knees or at the knees if it feels okay. The idea is to not let the ball fall. Your bottom back, a little bottom back. So keep that going for me. So you've got down and lift. So think about tracking your knees forward. The music's too fast at any time. Just slow it down and then just catch up with us when we do a new move. So I'm going to get you to take your arms in prayer. So you're going to go twist to the right, twist to the left, and your arms go forward, up, forward, and in. So you're going to go twist and twist. Get a little stretch, reach up, forward, and in. So you've got that little twist, get that rotation through the thoracic spine. If your arms go up, if it feels okay, get some extension in that lumbar spine. So twist, and again, twist. So you're going forward. Squeeze your bottom as well as you do that. And again, don't look at anybody's bottom at the front of your hand. And again, so you're going forward, reach. If that pulls on your lower back, then don't extend through that lower back. Just take it into neutral position. Okay, arms come down. Come on, circle round. And circle back. And again, circle. Okay, arms up and up and down, stand nice and tall. So look at a little beat there, isn't it? Give me a squat, so down. Sit right back. And again, so just a slight gentle hold of that ball. Good. And again, give me 2 more. And then we're going to do that little twist. Hands in prayer. So twist. Try and keep those hips still. Take your arms forward, extend if that feels good. And again, twist to the right, twist. Good, and twist to the left. Doesn't matter if you go the wrong way, don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, listen, take the ball away. Take the ball away. First bit of balance, we're going to do a tree pose and I'm going to talk you through it. So the tree pose, you can either have foot at the ankle. If you've got sliding pants on, you might be able to get there, and that's all I want you to go for. So I'm going to get you to go tap, ankle, tap, ankle, or calf. Hold it here. 3 taps. You've got tap, calf or ankle, tap, calf or ankle. Then you hold it, hold it. Try that again. So hands in prayer if you can. Stand up tall, think about engagement, so then bring it up and hold. Try that again. Oh, who lost the balance? Don't worry if you lose, it's good if you lose your balance. That means you have to work harder. Hold it. Let's try again. So I was doing really well then until we talked about losing our balance. Now can you hold it? Can you hold it? Can you hold it? Take your arms up, up, out. This is slightly in the warm up, and down, ready to tap out. You've got 1, ankle or calf, 2, hold it on 3, hold shoulders back. Are you ready to try and balance? Up, out, woo, smile. Okay, give me a little squat to just release, down and lift, down and lift. Good, sit right back. Give me 4 more. I'm going to show you my modification of a mountain pose flow. So you're going to go hands in prayer, up, stand up tall. Take your arms out and go into what I call a flat back position. So you're not going straight into flexion. Now bend the knees and bend your legs into bend forward fold. You come up, you push your hips, you bring your arms up, and then you bring it back into prayer mood, what we call prayer. So number 1 is here, flat back, hands on your thigh. Now lengthen your neck and draw your shoulder blades away from your neck. Then bend leg forward fold, engage your tummy muscles as you come up to like a squat position. Let's do that again. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then come back up. Again, hands in prayer mudra. So you've got number 1, so flat back. You're not going into flexion in your back. Then you bend legs, so you're going into your squat block. That is functional to pick something up. Okay, let's change legs here. So you've got 1, choose the position of your foot. Number 3 and hold. Try that again. So if you're wobbling, just bring your heel to the side of your ankle. You're still going to challenge your balance. Are you okay? And again, woo! Now who's good on one leg than the other? Who's better? Now that I've said that, you're all wobbling all over the place. Stand up tall. And again, so you've got 1. So you're going to build up strength in your supporting ankle. Hold it here. Are you ready to add the arms? Go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tap out. You've got, are you alright, Nick? 1. It's been a while. And again. Hold it here, stand tall, find your balance. There we go. 1, 2, engage those tummies that allow your balance. Let's try 1 more. So you've got 1 tap, go to where it feels comfortable, challenging. Hold it here. Woo. Are you ready? 1, 2, woo. 3, and 4. Give me the squat. So down, just to release that supporting leg. Who found that challenging? Okay, mountain pose, feet together, up, flat back, then legs forward, fold, and then come back up. Hands in prayer, again, up. Now try and get here, try and open up the chest. Then come back, then bend leg flat back, then bend leg forward, fold, engage the tummy, come up into a squat position. So we're going to pick up a little beat now. So we're going to go up, extend back, flat back, shoulders back. So up first. So we're going to go 1, 2, lengthen, flat back. Then leg forward, fold, come up, and then the arms come back there. Are you ready? Engage the tummy. So you've got 1, squeeze your glutes. Open, stand tall, flat back. Then leg forward, fold. Lovely, make sure you're bending those legs for me when you go in that position. Don't go into straight leg. So let's try that again. So 1, open the chest. Lovely, stand up tall, lengthen, flat back. So flat back. Now bend your legs, bend. Come up. Well done, and then back into prayer. Who's hot already? Give your legs a little shake out. Okay. Place your ball under your right foot. Oh, you've lost your shoulder. Whose ball's out of the way? If this makes you feel uncomfortable, pop the ball away. So what it's going to do, it's going to challenge your balance. It's going to make you work harder in your left leg. So all I'm going to get you to do is try and keep your foot equal on the ball. Don't press too hard, so it's a down and lift, a down. Now you're going to wobble a little bit on that right foot. That feels uncomfortable. If it gives you any knee problems, who said the problems with the knee, it will strengthen your supporting legs. So if you can do it, then it's going to be good for you, but if it aggravates it, take it away. And again, so try not to round through the back. Good. Can you hold it down on your next one and give me some open up your arms? So down, open, back and lift. Down, squeeze the shoulder blades. And again, down, squeeze. Give me one more. Well done. Okay, only a little bit of taste with the ball standing up. Let's see how good you are on your other side. Oh, you're good. You enjoying the jazz song? Yeah. It's nice, isn't it? It's a Pilates Fusion. So again, take a few seconds just to feel comfortable. Full foot on the ball. Don't push it down. Remember what I want from you is to do that squat position and then come up. So we go down and lift. So again, it's going to challenge you. Who's got better balance on that side than the other? You can see more wobbly people. Try and work with it, unless it's giving you any pain. Are you ready to hold it and open up? So we go down, squeeze, really squeeze those shoulder blades together. And try not to round the back. Think about the retraction in your upper back. So squeeze that back as you come up, as you go down. Okay, let's just do one more. We've got down and back. Okay, well done. Put the ball down for a second. Go, so I'm going to get you to go. 1, 2, you come up to 3, you push back, up, try this leg. So 1, 2, you lift it first, you push behind, tip, up, and then down. So 1 and 2, lift it first, push behind. So for those who have done yoga, I'm going to try and get you to do a warrior 3. Oh, okay, so you got 1, 2, hold it here on 3, push back, up and down. Are we okay? Are we good? You're not liking this balance, my lad, are you? So I'll turn from the side, so you've got a warrior 3 is when you tip forward a little bit. So you go up And try and lengthen. Once you feel confident, try and lengthen that back leg. You aren't allowed to smile. If you struggle, stay with the knee. Okay, stand tall. Come on, stand tall. Give yourself a little shake out. I'm just going to do the other leg and then we're going to go into the bands and warriors. Are you ready? Just do the 2 knees. Stand up tall. And then you lift the knee and just a very slight tap behind if you want. So I did mean to say, if you really find this difficult, just lift the knee and then as you take the leg back, just tap behind and then bring it back up. So I'm just going to take the arms up, shoulder height, and then as I come up, I tip. Oh, oh I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Oh, I'm dead serious. And I can't wait to see what the girls say online. Again, up. Just think where you are now and where you're going to be in a few weeks' time. Come on. Oh, who's better on that side? I would say you're definitely better on the other side, girls. So, up and push. Woo! Just think about how much work you're doing on that supporting leg. Okay, let's. Okay, I'm going to ask you to place your bands. I'm going to try and get you to face all the same way. So I'm going to get you going because you're only going to be here a short time and then you're going to turn to face me. So I'm going to get you, because you're facing that way, I'm going to ask you to put your right foot on the band. And I want you to bend your knees and pick your band up. Now this is the position I want you to be in, and I have to do the other leg. When I turn, I'm going to turn the back. I'm going to turn to the back. So front knee bent and back leg nice and long. You're in what we call a warrior 1 position, shoulders are back. Now hold on to your band. If it's too hard for double band, just do 1 arm, yeah, and it'll be the same arm as the leg. So try the right arm. Now front knee bent, back leg nice and long. Then try both arms. So if both arms is too much, stay with the arm that's at the back. Front knee bent. So I want your front leg bent, your back leg long, but I want your heel down. You can see some heels up, and that's fine, but that's not warrior 1. That's behind lunge. So front knee bent. You're all cheating. Oh, some of you are. You're starting to straighten that front leg. So, thumbs up. If it's too hard, make the right side of your band longer so you've got more room to do that single arm. Stand up tall, put your heel down at the back for me. That's it. Try not to lean forward, stand in neutral position with the front knee bent. Breathe out now. Come on, breathe. Breathe out. And again. Come on. Up. You're having a good time. Try and keep your arms straight rather than bend it. Try and keep your arms straight like you're doing a single arm row. Like you're doing a single arm row. I know everyone's face. Okay, girls, just have a little look. Now heel at the back goes down. So I'm going to go lunge and out. So again, if it's too much, it's your right arm that's going to do the move. And what you can do is make the band on your right side longer. So all you can do is have your band longer on your right, so when you take your arm out, you've got more. Or if you find, you do both arms. Now I want you to breathe out as you reach your arms up. So go down, that's it. Now as you're doing your lunge, keep your heel up at the back for me all the time. Keep your heel up at the back all the time. The heel stays up, but you're just dropping your knee down to the floor. Good. Stay with it. Woo. Good. Just 100 more. Okay, two more. You should be doing side raise unless you want to do a bicep curl, that's up to you. But remember, if the bands are too short, then you make it longer. Okay, turn to me. Now, your right knee is bent. Make this band longer now with the right hand. And bring your hips to face me. Your left foot should be slightly turned in. That bend. So I'm going to get you to come up and give me a sun warrior pose. So you're going to go, breathe out, slide. If it's too much, make the right band longer. Or you can just enjoy the stretch. Now listen, this knee needs to stay bent. Your upper and your thigh. This leg is nice and straight. So I'll show you from this side so I can see you as well. So foot's facing that way. And I'm breathing out. So this foot wants to be turned that way. Your knee wants to be turned that way. And then your hips. It's one of those, it is a bit awkward. So have your thumbs up. So you breathe out and breathe in. First week's always the hardest, isn't it, when you do something new? So if you ever came to my class on a Saturday morning before COVID, we used to do a yoga Pilates, and I used to love it, and my friend said to me online, oh, can we do some yoga Pilates again? So I thought, well yeah, because it's still, just a Pilates pinch most of yoga moves anyway, isn't it? How does that feel? You're getting some really good strength in your upper body, you are getting stretched there as well. Okay, stay in that warrior position, take the band off and bring your band here. So keep the knee bent and arms up. Is everybody okay there? So you can make the band longer or shorter. I'm going to take the band behind and then I'm going to straighten the leg. A bend. Now when I bend, I don't let the knee do this. I don't let the knee go over the ankle. So I want a nice wide stance and I go into my warrior one and I come up. Breathe out. Sorry if you've got long hair, because it captures the band. Now, be a warrior. Look over your hand. Look. Good. Should we leave the other side till next week? And again, go, go. Breathe out. So look, a warrior is like this. So look down the middle of your finger and get nice and deep. Good. Now when you come up and you straighten that leg, I want you to tip, keep the band taut and then you come up. So it goes down, up, leg straight, tip and back. So it's like a side bend. It's a bit like a triangle pose. And you're pulling on the band, again down. You want a cocktail band to come out, don't you? Yeah. And give you some nice cocktails or gin and tonic. Let's just do one more. Woo. Quite tough, isn't it, with the band? Okay, give yourself a little rest. Give yourself a rest. Circle the shoulders. Put the band just around your neck a minute. Just give yourself a little stretch out there. Good. Okay, so I'm going to change sides. So, if everybody was doing one hand, because they are quite tough, these blue ones, they are different to my light navy blue ones, they're a bit easier. So, you're going to put your left foot forward, your right leg down, and you're going to do one arm up and down, unless you do both together. So if you're doing one hand, now your back foot is down, it's slightly at an angle, shoulders back. So this would be, in yoga, look, warrior one, this is warrior one, and you're doing arms with it. So, I could have got you to just do the legs and arms and not do the bands, but there you go. Are you ready? Breathe out. Breathe out. Keep the front knee bent, and your back leg should be long. So your front knee should be bent, back leg should be long. And you're going to reach the band up to wherever it feels comfortable for you. Just shoulder height ideally. It's not the sun warrior one, it's not the one that we lean over. So keep your body in a nice neutral position. And you should be breathing out as you pull that band up. Good. Come on, keep the front knee bent. Front knee bent, back leg long. Give yourself a good stance so it challenges the muscles in the front leg. So you're in that static position. Good. Okay, now we come up and we do a lunge. So we go lunge and then out to the side. So this is a high lunge in yoga. We lunge and then we pull the band out. Or you can do both arms. So you can start to pull the arm as you start to come up, or you can do it when you get up. So remember, if it's too hard, make the band in the left hand longer and just do your left arm. It's great for facial expressions, isn't it? It's like, great for facial expressions. Well done, well done. Keep that going, keep it going. Two more of those arms. There is another move that we're going to add to that next week. We're going to add a bent over row there. So now, make that band a bit longer in that left hand. Turn to face me. The foot is still facing that way, and your hips ideally are forward. So you're going to breathe out, breathe in. Now in yoga this is called a peace warrior. Some people call it a sun warrior. The idea is to slide and do this. Yeah? So keep that knee bent. That's it, keep the knee bent. Keep that knee bent. So as you lean back, don't straighten that front leg just yet. Not yet, not yet. So front knee bent, back leg nice and long. Remember to breathe out when you pull that band. And make it easier on yourself to make it longer. So you can make it longer. Don't have it too short and then you start to lose your technique and then you're going to compensate on other muscles. Good? Are you all good? Are you working hard? Come on, give me two more of those. Once you've done your two, you stay here. You turn round, you get your band. What I do is, warrior two is this. That is warrior two. And all you're doing is you pull in the band and you're looking, and you put it behind your head and you look, then you come up. So first of all, I'm getting you to try and think about putting your weight into your right leg, or left leg I should say, and you're pulling, you're breathing out. Time. So look down that middle finger, look at your nice strong warrior pose. Good, so breathe out. Good. Woo, looking good, looking good. So I want you to breathe out. And remember, if you find at any time that you've had enough of the band, you can just do the exercise without. On your next one, I'm going to tip and add that triangle pose. So the triangle pose normally would be like this. And I need to connect it so you don't do this. So the ribs are lifted. So it goes like this. We go. Warrior two, straight leg, triangle pose. Warrior two, into triangle. And go as far as you feel you can go. If you find your range of movements are limited, that's fine. As long as you keep the band quite tall, what you're getting there is a little bit of flexion, lateral flexion in that spine. Good. Keep the hips forward on your warrior two. I know your eye gaze is going to look, but don't turn into warrior one. So if you turn your body, you're in a different pose in yoga. Good. Come on. Come on, just give me a couple more. Are we up to this? Okay. Girls, I'm going to get you to put your balls down, put your bands down, face inwards this time. So face inwards, so you're facing that way and you're facing that way. I want you to come to the front end of your mat. And remember that little mountain pose. We're going to do that a couple of times and we're going to get down on the floor. So shoulders are back, hands in prayer. Remember the first one. I'll stand in the middle so you can see me. The first one was here. Then I got you to open the chest, so it's that crest pose. Come back to mountain. Now flat back. Bent leg forward fold. Now you're squatting, so you're coming up from your squat and you push back. And it doesn't matter what you do with your arms as long as you follow. So let's go a bit faster. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 and 8 is bringing it back here. So think about lengthening, lengthen, open your arms, squeeze your glutes, back to mountain pose, tall, flat back. Bent leg forward fold, engage your tummy muscles to come up, and then come back. Yeah, sorry if I couldn't see you in the camera, but I'm sure you got the gist. One, open up, last time, we're going to stay down this time, stay tall, flat back. Now bent leg forward fold. Listen, I'm going to step back. If you can't step back, kneel and then step back. So I'm going to step into plank position and then look at that transition. Have a little stretch of your arms. So try not to look up in case someone is in front of you. You've got a beautiful view at the bottom. But lengthen those arms. Good. Okay, girlies, I'm going to ask you to place the ball between your knees. Now, the ball between your knees is going to work your inner thigh. It's going to get you connected to pelvic floor. Even if you don't lift the knees up and you only think about it, you will get a connection. So I want you to imagine you're doing what I'm doing, but you're not doing it. So when I do it, I want you to imagine you're doing it, but you're not doing it, and feel things switch on. So you're not to do it, you've got to pretend you are by closing your eyes. So this is what I'm going to get you to do. If you need to rest your wrist at any time, just lean back. You've got to go straight into child's pose. So keep visualising it. You should feel your quadriceps, your inner thigh, a little bit of connection in your core. And then when you're ready, lengthen your neck forward, shoulders drawing back, and then lift when you're ready. Good. So you're lifting just a little tiny bit, and you're squeezing the ball a little bit. If you can't lift, visualise it, because it works. Breathe out as you lift the ball up. Breathe out as you lift the ball up. Okay, kneel if that's okay with everybody. Are you alright kneeling for a little bit? If you struggle with your towel, you get your ball, you lift up, place the ball back between your legs. You come down, you add a little squeeze, you go back. You pick the ball between your legs and you reach. You place the dip, getting it back between your legs. Down, lift, pick the ball up. Place the ball back and lift. Pick the ball, or you can leave the ball between your legs and just do the arms. So you can leave the ball where it is and then just do this. You might prefer that by the time you put the ball back. But I want you to squeeze the ball as you lift up, get that connection. Good, good, good. Doing very well. Well done. Okay, I'm going to mix the next two out on the next two. Okay, when you're ready, turn your feet inwards. So your feet are against facing the camera and your back's facing the back wall. Okay, just gently squeeze the ball between your knees, arms forward, and you're going to lean back and you're going to do a little bow and arrow. You alright on that, Alan? You alright? Yeah. You okay? Yeah. So, at the moment, I'm just getting you to squeeze the ball and utilise the ball as a bit of a prop to allow you to get down a little bit further if you can. So, have a little rotation there, and if you find that you do need something under your bottom, maybe next week just bring a little towel and just stick it under your bum. Try and get some rotation, draw the tummy muscles in. This is different position to put the ball. If it feels good, then stay with it. You wedge it, so wedge it. Wedge it in the back of your back, and right where you, if you end up going down further, you might need to move the ball a bit so you don't arch your back. But I'm going to just lean into the ball. It feels really nice. It's like a little massage into the back. And it sort of gives me that little bit of comfort blanket, doesn't it? Have your knees slightly bent for me. Breathe out as you rotate. It might move around a little bit, just pop it back. And leave those shoulders, don't look so serious tonight. If you do get an eye gaze, Jane Parker, you got it. She went. I hope that. Oh, that's something about. I can't work that out. I've got Alexa on this. I don't even know how to use Alexa. On my phone, you've got Alexa on that phone. Okay. Girls, I'm going to get you to lie yourself down on the floor. Lie yourself down. Okay, first of all, place the ball between your legs. Now, I want you to just close your eyes and imagine where your pubic bone is, that you're trying to draw away from the ball. So what you should be getting is what we call a lifted pelvic floor, where I'll move up so you can see me a bit better. So your pubic bone is here, it can't move, but if you visualise that you're trying to move that pubic bone away from the ball, you should feel a little bit of a lifting sensation. If you end up squeezing other bits for now, don't worry, it's still going to work some part of the pelvic floor. But you've got your foot passage in your back and you've got that lift. You know when you're on the toilet and you try and stop in mid-flow where you sort of lift and squeeze? That's the feeling that I want. So relax your head for me. Because I've got blocks and everything around if you want to use it. So head down. Now try and sustain that lift as you roll over to one side. It doesn't matter right or left. Now draw in the tummy muscles as you come back to centre. The pelvic floor will probably wear off. So I want you to connect. So breathe in and try and visualise that pulling. Then as you pull in, you take the legs to the other side. And then engage your tummy. So draw your belly button in on the way back. I know you've got a verbal diarrhea going on there. So on the way there, I want you to think about pelvic floor more, and on the way back, I want you to engage your tummy more. So it's about drawing the tummy muscles in. Good. And go at your own pace. If you want to take your arms out to the side, that's absolutely fine. Now you can take your legs a little bit wider, and this will give you movement in your hip. So your femur is going to be rotating inwards. So you take your legs wider, connect, the ball will roll a little bit down the leg. Still draw the tummy muscles in to come back, still connecting to pelvic floor. So what that does is give you a hip roll and a little bit of movement in the hip as well. Now if you've had hip replacement before, you've had problems with your hip, and that gives you any symptoms of pain, then bring your feet back together. But you should feel the ball rolling between your legs. And you can go wider, you know, like a windscreen wiper. You can go wider if it feels okay. Okay. I'm going to start on now, lying on the ball. I'm going to show you 2 moves. I'm going to make one simple and then I'm going to progress it and see what time we've got left. If you find that you feel dizzy or you're too wobbly, then do the exercise about. You're going to place the ball in your sacrum. If you've got a block underneath your head, you're going to have to take that away. So have a little look. You sit on the ball and it sits in your sacrum. Now when you get on it, you're going to feel a little bit of a woo. You'll feel your shoulder blades wobbling around a little bit, and I want you to think of this point of stabilisation. It's your shoulders. Think of your shoulders level to right to left. Think of your sacrum. It's a diamond shape. Think of the sacrum being level on the ball. So shoulders level, sacrum level. I want you to take your right knee and bring it up into tabletop and then bring it down. Take the left leg up into tabletop and bring it down. Now as you bring your right knee, keep your opposite knee really, really still. Keep your opposite knee really still. Now the idea is not to wobble. Keep the shoulders still, the shoulder blades, your scapula, if you know it by that. Keep the sacrum as level as you can on the wall. Now, I'm going to challenge your balance. I'm going to take the opposite arm, lift to shoulder height. It means that you're going to work a little bit on your opposite arm and the opposite foot. So the opposite foot is going to work with the opposite shoulder. And this is where the sling systems come in our body. And remember, you can come back to this at any time. Particularly if you get tired when I progress it and you think I can't do it anymore. Now your balance is going to be in one foot and two shoulder blades. I'm going to take both arms up just to shoulder height. So the balance now is in your supporting leg, both shoulder blades and in your sacrum. Breathe out as you lift the leg. Try and keep your pelvis in neutral. Don't let the knee come too close where you feel your pelvis tilting. It's not going to give you any problem. It is actually quite nice to do that, but for this exercise, I need you to stay neutral. Okay, I'm going to progress. Take one leg up, take the other leg up, keep your hands on the floor. Just give me a little bit of reverse curl here. This is lovely on the back. It gives you a little drop. How does that feel? It feels really nice. I need to take some pictures of my class, by the way. Every week I put my camera down and then I forget. That lovely Lisa Jowett takes pictures all the time and I haven't got any. Okay, if it feels good, stretch your legs out. Woo! And if you're normally quite tight in your lower back, this is going to feel really nice. And you're getting a nice stretch in your hamstring. Okay, bring your legs into tabletop position. Sacrum is level on the ball. And now there's a bit more of a woo going on. Tap your right leg. Imagine it's a bucket of water and you're tapping your toe in the bucket of water. Breathe out as you tap. Breathe out as you tap. Breathe out as you tap. Keep your ankles high. Try not to do this when your ankles are low and tapping because that means the quadriceps aren't working enough. Now, I'm going to ask you to remember the scapula being level, sacrum being level. The supporting leg isn't level anymore unless you touch down. I'm going to take the opposite arm over and touch the floor. Breathe out. Make sure that your arm comes back before the other arm lifts up, or else you're making it ultra hard for yourself. So you wait for the arm to come back. Your starting position should always be this. Hands on the floor, tabletop. Tap, breathe out. Tap, breathe out. Don't do this. Don't do a bit of like marching on the spot. You wait, you make it too hard. Girls, I'm just going to progress it. I'm going to challenge you a bit more. Take your time. I am going to focus on my scapula being level. I am going to focus on my sacrum being level as I take both arms over. If you wobble too much, keep one arm on the floor. How good does that feel when you do it, when you've been doing it on the hedgehog or doing it on the mat? How much challenging is that? Can you feel your core muscles working really hard? And there's lots of stabilising muscles in the body having to wobble around and find your balance. And remember, you can always do the exercise without. Okay. Again, just give yourself a little hug again, just give yourself a little bit of a... Now, I'm just going to get you to take your foot down. If it feels okay, just slide your ball in your lower back. I'm only a spongy one. Girls, if this is not for you, then you're just going to walk your feet out and walk back. But I'm going to just walk my feet and let my back curve over the ball. And I'm just going to lie there and roll from side to side. Oh, how does that feel? It feels really nice. Oh, thank you. Can you feel it hugging the back? Yes. Does it feel really nice? Okay. Walk your feet back carefully, carefully, carefully. Lift the ball, slide it. If your ball's gone down, don't worry. Sometimes it shows. Place the ball between your knees again. We're just going to do one more before we get up. Any upper back problems, any osteoporosis, I just want you to come up to just above the floaty ribs, squeeze the ball, and then slowly come back down again. But I want you to first of all, think about the pubic bone drawing away from the ball. Get that lift. And as you lift, tuck your tailbone under into a pelvic tilt. And then as you lift the legs up. Keep drawing, keep thinking about the pubic bone drawing away from the ball. And then on the way down, imagine you're letting go of that sensation as you curl down. So I want you to visualise the movement as you're doing the exercise. So you're starting in neutral, zip up, think of pubic bone drawing away from the ball, tuck your tailbone under, and as you're lifting, keep thinking about lifting up on pelvic floor. And then as you come down nice and slowly, you let it go without any force. I don't want you to go, try and let it go. Good. If you're not getting anything, don't worry. If you've got it before, but now you're not getting it because you're lifting up, you are more than likely getting some pelvic floor connection. It's just there's too much going on for your brain to focus on that area. But trust me, you will be connecting into pelvic floor. Okay. And then make this one your last one. Oh. Okay. What we will do in a few weeks is we'll massage the neck. We'll put the ball under our neck and do some massage at the end. But time is to say goodbye. Okay, roll on whatever side feels good for you. You want to just do a little calf stretch, it's fine. And do a bit of a cow stretch just to get a little bit of relief through the back. Slide your hands up into kneeling. Remember, we want to be functional when we get up. The more you practice this, the more you'll get it. When you see old people getting up, they do this. Yeah? That's why we do Pilates, because we want you to build up strength. Take one leg forward, we tuck under, your hand can help you. Breathe in, and as you come up, you breathe out. Look at how good that was! Okay, now you've got to deflate your balls. I'm going to put a little plastic bag to put everything in, and I'm now give them a good disinfectant, you know, the plastic thing. So girls, take a breath in. Take out. Well done for week 1. How did you feel? Did you enjoy it? Yeah. You're not going to say no.